Are we going to crack $110,000 today, or is that going to be something later on the week or month? Let's see what happens. So we're just going to look at this chart here, and we see that it basically cracked 107K. That was like last night when I was sleeping. So yes, I didn't sell on my Bitcoin, luckily, and now I'm stacking my Satoshis for the next leg up. We see it sort of drops all the way down to like 103, 104, and now it's recovered to 105 as we speak. I didn't do a live shot because it is having a fit when I do that. And we can look here. We've got BitcoinTreasuries.net. It sort of shows you the balance. It shows you the balance of who's holding what. So we see ETFs were nearly holding 1.4 million. The publicly traded companies were holding a bag. All these guys were holding big bags, and you can read those there. And then it just drops. And I'm not sure if this is just like market manipulation by these big dogs, but I think they're just going to continue popping their bags as normal. And I'm sure they're just moving capital around and moving the markets around, because at the end of the day, like, they can shift the market like this with how much Bitcoin they have. But yeah, I just would be scared. Like, this is like buy whenever it drops, like buy extra if you can, but buy regardless, because this thing's just going to the moon for the next 6 months. And yeah, we can read these little things. It shows you who's holding what, but yeah, ETFs are still holding the biggest bag, even with the publicly traded companies having Michael Saylor in their little sector. The ETFs are just buying up more than any human can. They just have so much capital, and like when they realized how good this asset was and how it can basically eat into any market, they were like, we need some of this. And so they're just going buck wild. And then I also wanted to show these. It just shows who's holding what as publicly traded companies. And so we can see Michael Saylor, like no one's ever going to catch him. But we can also see the XXI, so the third way down. This is the 21 Capital publicly traded company that Jack Mullers and Tether are starting up, and it's going through its approval stage now. But once that's approved, they're already holding like over 30,000 Bitcoin. And I think once they go public, they will have like 42,000 or something. I think that's what they wanted to have on their balance sheet. Yeah, and then you can also see like some of these companies down where they're only holding like 10, 20, 30, 100 Bitcoin. Like, this is still such a good strategy. Like, it's going to improve their business across the board just by holding Bitcoin on their balance sheet, and they're just going to reap the benefits as it rips. So yeah, if you're a publicly traded company listening to Sats Venture, lock in and do yourself a favor, get some Bitcoin. I also searched on Perplexity AI, when are we going to get to $1 million? And so I just plugged in, we're going to double by the end of the year, potentially. Like, that's just my opinion. We love it. And 30% growth rate year over year. And you might be like, well, the chart's saying it's going to be a huge 80%. You're like, oh, mate, I don't care about the chart. Like, just on an average, it's probably going to go at least 30% a year for the next, say, 10 years. And I just think that's very realistic. And then that just plugged out, well, we're going to reach 1 million by 2031. And these numbers just don't look crazy to me. Like, looks very, very possible. Like, nearly $800,000 Bitcoin by 2030. Like, I can get around that. Like, that's literally 5 years away. So yeah, buy as much Bitcoin, buy what you can, and load up your bags, because we're about to see this thing to the moon. We saw it go to the moon when Trump got in, and now that things are really starting to get the ball rolling, things are about to go buck wild. The day that the US says, yo, we are buying 1 million or buying 1.5 million ASAP, I'm sorry, but like, there's only 1.5 million on exchanges. So it'll be an interesting supply squeeze we've never seen before. So looking forward to the next few weeks. We'll see where this price goes. But yeah, stack regardless, buy regardless, smash buy, don't DCA. Once you've smash bought, then maybe you can talk about DCA, but just for the time being, you want some right now. So cheers guys for watching, and yeah, we'll get to the next video. Cheers.